it helps. Big old soft heart I got. I had to rescue her. We don't have it complete. Got a lot of junk in this old shop, but it's my slab center. Now I cut these with the other sawmills I got. Woo! Look at that old mesquite, all them worm slots in it, man. I call it termites. Day I've been waiting for to see if this old sawmill is going to run right. Now we don't have it completely finished up yet, but if you remember right, I started this sawmill pre-COVID and got deadly sick after that, so I couldn't get it finished. Well, I told you a couple of months ago I was going to finish this project up, and I am finishing it up. Today you get to see this thing run for the first time, maiden voyage, and see if the blade stays on it. First time I crank it up. Now I hope it stays on, because I'm going to have this camera over here running in the front. Not sure I don't want to tear my camera off. So, yep, you get to see the maiden voyage of this 158 sawmill run for the very first time, and we're just doing this to see if the blade's going to stay on it. So let me get this turned around where you see a little bit there. I know the video is not going to be the best in the world, but it's what I have to work with. All right, we're going to turn this thing to on. We're going to go to start. First time this old motor's ever been fired up. Well, it looked like it stayed on there. Now, I was just barely above idle. So now I'm going to take the camera off the tripod, and I'm going to walk around it as it's running. Probably going to be a little shaky. Like I said, it's far from being finished, but I got a good start today. Now I'm going to shut it off, and we're going to look at how the blade is tracking. Okay, I know you couldn't hear me over that noise, but now you should be able to hear me. What I was saying was, I didn't run it wide open, and I'm not going to run it wide open until we get some of these parts broke in better. Everything gets seated up, especially the motor. It's brand new. But we're going to look at how that blade ran on those pulleys the way I have it set. Looks pretty good. You see here how much you got sticking over. It could actually go back, the blade could actually go back on the pulley just maybe a 1/16. And if you watch my previous videos, you see how I made this old adjuster, which is totally different than most sawmills. But out of 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 sawmills I built, this is what I used, and they work very well. Now that you look at the clearance between the motor, clutch, and the idler pulley, and I got these things. Thank God I didn't run it wide open. I don't have a lock nut on here. It needs a lock nut. This is the same way. It needs a lock nut. But that's my blade guide roller adjusters, shafts. This one needs to be welded. It's just kind of tacked in place. Got them where they'll move up and down on this side. When you go back over to this side, this piece here slides up and down, so you can go up and down this way. I made sure that they're perfectly in line this way, so I don't need any adjustment there. Electric start on the motor. Now let's go to this side over here. You see how much blade you got hanging over the edge there. That's just perfect right there. Well guys, we're going to continue working on it. We're going to try to get it. We're not going to have a blade guide. Not have any covers on that blade temporarily to run it to test it, because I want to see what the blade is doing in the wood. Tracks are almost finished. The water tank's almost finished. I have to put a battery on it because this one does have electric start. Picked up this little Predator motor. I've never ran one of these before in my life. So we're going to see how this Predator motor is going to turn out. A little 420cc. I think, I need to check that out, but I think it's, 11 to 14 horse, something like that. Now I've run a Kohler Command Pro 11 horse on my very first sawmill that cuts 51 inches wide. And I didn't have any problems with it. I know probably a few of y'all viewers out there will say it's underpowered, but yeah, I never ran it above 3/4 throttle or 2/3 throttle. And I could cut 51 inches wide with that one. So guys, hit the like, subscribe, thumbs up. Help this video get out there and reach other people that might be building a homemade sawmill, that might be able to use some of my ideas that I have in this video. I'm not saying I'm perfect, and I'm not saying I'm the king of builds, but hey, I put some old junk together that cut some pretty goddamn good looking wood. Let me go show you what I cut with the other sawmill. Hold on. Yep, there's my old shop cat. She got to be out running around. Adopted her or picked her up. Well, actually I didn't. She came running up on my doorstep when she was a little bitty kitten about 1.5 years ago. And of course, big old soft heart I got, I had to rescue her. Hey, had a customer bring this in early this morning. He wants to transform this golf cart from electric to a gasoline. Let me show you all the junk he brought me to put it together. He wants me to make something out of it. Let me show you the parts. Hold on. Well, that pretty much concludes the video. We do ask that you go up there or down in the bottom comment section down below. Leave us a comment or two. It helps this video get out there and reach other people that might be interested and may not get to see it. If you hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe, it really helps the video. When you leave comments, it helps it even more. So, hey, we ask, help us out a little bit. Leave us a comment, negative or positive. We don't care. Just leave us a good comment if you want to. And stick around if you want to see how this thing is going to actually work in wood. We may not have it completely finished, but in the next couple of days, we're going to have it on the tracks. And then we're going to see what this thing's going to do. Oh, I might mention, had a guy come in here earlier, said he's going to give me 6 or 7 telephone poles. Oh, I've never cut a telephone pole. But I'm concerned that, whew, what about the nails in the telephone poles? How many blades will I go through? Well, if you hit the like, subscribe, you'll get to see. Because this video is going to come out pretty soon. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you.